What's up everyone, and welcome back to some more Madden 18, and today we are going to be starting our franchise gameplay. But first we got to go over some sliders. Now once again this year we are going to be using Flasco's set, and he had a really good set last year, so hopefully this is much of the same. I changed a couple things from the first video. We're going to be playing on 9 minutes, no Excel clock, all pro sim. That was the recommendations of both this and Josh's slider set over on Operation Sports. So go check those guys out. They usually have really good sliders. Still on Flasco's this year just because of the track record, but Josh's are very good sliders as well. The only thing I changed about these is I upped user run blocking by 5. I put down CPU pass blocking by 5 because the pass rush is really weird this year. It's hard to get right. And I upped injuries to 25 because I played a couple games on 40 and I played a couple games on 10, and I found that 40 was a little bit too much, but 10 was not quite enough. And just now you also saw T-Dog's XP sliders. They are still in testing, but they should be finalized sometime within the next week or so, and I'll update you guys with what they are when they are finished completely. But for now, a new season of NFL football begins as the New York Jets will be taking on the Buffalo Bills, traveling to Buffalo to take them on this time around as they begin the first 2 games of the season on the road against the Bills and against the Raiders, before they head home for 2 games to host the Dolphins and the Jaguars. The kick is underway for this competition, and the 2017 NFL season has begun. Philly Brown is back to receive the kick, spins out one man, but he cannot escape the second. And here comes Tyrod Taylor in his 3rd year helming the Bills offense. It's crazy to think it's been that long. Here he hooks up with his new receiver acquired in the Ronald Darby trade, Jordan Matthews. After 3 solid seasons with the Eagles, we'll see what he can provide the Bills in a free agent season, as here he is going to be open for a downfield catch once again. So Tyrod already showing some chemistry with his new receiver. 1st down and 10 from midfield. Bills with the play action fake to McCoy. Going downfield once again, this one for Philly Brown, and it brings them all the way down to the 29-yard line. A 20-yard hookup between Tyrod Taylor and Philly Brown. Some new receivers for Tyrod Taylor he's going to have to build a rapport with, as Sammy Watkins and Robert Woods are no longer with the team. Both heading to the Los Angeles Rams. Sammy Watkins via trade and Robert Woods via free agency. Another hookup with Jordan Matthews gets the Bills 9 yards and all the way down to the 14, now inside of the red zone. And we'll see what they can do down here, as it has been a good area for Tyrod Taylor, a very effective red zone quarterback over the last several years. He's going to go out to the flats to Charles Clay. He almost runs it into the end zone, but he is knocked out of bounds by Morris Claiborne and Jamal Adams. Tyrod from the 2-yard line, dropping back, rolling left. He has the defender's eye on him. Marcus May goes for the dive to get the sack, but he is instead going to run out of bounds for a 2-yard loss. And so now the 2nd goal from the 4-yard line, and Shady jumps over his own offensive lineman who tripped over trying to get the cut block, and he is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown, as the Bills are able to score on their opening drive of the season, showing that they have some fight in them despite accusations of tanking by making the trades that they have made. Matt Forte opens up the Jets offense as they started a little bit back further, and he gets an 8-yard pickup. Now Bilal Powell in the game running some misdirection, and he is going to get an identical pickup, 8 yards. So the Jets' run offense is off to a decent start in this one. Josh McCown now on the play fake, rolling right and airmails that one. It was intended for the rookie Ardarius Stewart on the comeback route. And let's take a look at this Jets offense really quick, as they are not a great offensive line group, but their weapons are very intriguing this season, as it'll be interesting to see what Austin Seferian-Jenkins can provide in his 2nd full year with the Jets. And Ardarius Stewart and Robbie Anderson are both young, pretty good receivers. We'll see if they can develop in their rookie and sophomore seasons, respectively. Now, Austin Seferian-Jenkins open beyond the 50-yard line. He is going to catch that pass from Josh McCown in a tight window, and you want to see some of those throws from Josh McCown to see if he has anything left in him, maybe to be a trade piece for some team down the line. Now Seferian-Jenkins once again on the drag. He's going to catch that one, but he was taken down, just could not quite get away that time. 3rd down and 3 now. Play fake once again, pass over the middle to Ardarius Stewart, and welcome to the NFL. His first catch gets him 20 yards right there, and the Jets are now down inside the red zone as Matt Forte tries to run this one, but the shed was just too much for him as he is taken down after a short gain. Now 2nd down and 7, and play fake once again. The Jets showing favor to the play action, going to the comeback for Ardarius Stewart. He was in the end zone, but he had to step out to get the 2nd foot down, so he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. First down and goal from the 3. A run to Matt Forte, pushed back a couple times, and he is swallowed up for a 5-yard loss. Injury time out as Lorenzo Alexander would be a little bit shaken up on the play. However, he would return after a couple of series. Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. McCown dropping back, going back corner. It's picked off by Sharice Wright, but he didn't get his second foot down as it was just bad ball placement. Good decision, but bad ball placement. Now, third down and goal, needing to score here, and it's not a touchdown, but it will help the Jets. The refs throw a flag on that one, and they are going to get the rookie Tre'Davious White, who had penalty concerns as a draft prospect, is going to be called for his first NFL penalty right here as a defensive pass interference. Puts the Jets at the 1-yard line, first and goal, and Matt Forte is going to be able to capitalize, scoring his first rushing touchdown of the season. Many were questioning his role in this Jets offense as they were trying to get younger, and he is only getting older. 32 years old already is Matt Forte. Tyrod Taylor now taking the ball once again, and Jordan Matthews having a pretty solid day so far. This is already his 4th catch on the afternoon. 4 of Tyrod Taylor's 6 completed passes, he is perfect so far, have gone Matthews' way. So he's already creating a pretty decent hookup with the new receiver, LaShawn McCoy, getting the carry up the middle, and that is not going to go anywhere for him. 7-7 is your score here, still late in the first quarter. Second down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Bills have the ball. Play fake, going to LaShawn McCoy. Down the field, Tyrod going to the veteran Anquan Bolden. And you have not seen a play like that from Anquan Bolden in quite a while. Running right down the field and just getting open downfield in general has not been something that he has been able to do so much. It has not really been what he's asked to do either. As LaShawn McCoy is going to get stopped for quite the loss right there. As you can see, the Jets draft class making big contributions so far in this game. Jamal Adams has a big tackle. Marcus May had the big tackle right there. Ardarius Stewart has had a couple of big catches so far. It hasn't been typical in recent years to see Jets draft picks contributing, but it's nice to see right there. And now LaShawn McCoy picking up about 7 right there after the false start knocked the Bills offense back an extra 5 yards. Tyrod dropping back now on 3rd down and 11 and going to a wide open Charles Clay. Gets them almost inside the red zone down to the 23-yard line with the first quarter winding down. They are putting together a pretty solid drive after the Jets scored. And now Tyrod rolling right, and he is going to go across his body to Anquan, and that's more of the catches you normally see Anquan Bolden make. The veteran is aged gracefully, and we're hoping to see him in the Hall of Fame one day. From the 14-yard line now, second down and 1, Buffalo still with the ball. Another play faker here, a lot of play action so far early in this game from both sides. Going to the flats, once again Charles Clay. He's going to pick up a first down and then some, about 8 yards on that one. And Tyrod Taylor is perfect so far on the afternoon, averaging 15.3 yards per throw. The Jets defense hasn't had an answer for him yet. And now going over the middle to the second tight end, Nick O'Leary, who had a decorated college career at Florida State, but has not really panned out in the NFL so far. He's going to score the touchdown right there. And so the Bills are back up by 7. And now Matt Forte going off the left tackle, has room, tries to get the spin, but cannot get the safety to bite on that one as he is taken down. Has had a couple of big runs so far, but other than that, not a very, very productive day for the Jets running game. But now Matt Forte with another carry, and that is going to end the first quarter of play. An injury timeout, it would be a Bills linebacker, and he would be returning after a couple of series. Not a very serious day for injuries. Jordan Leggett, the rookie tight end out of Clemson, is going to make his first career catch right there. So you've had contributions from the Jets' first-round pick, second-round pick, third-round pick, and fourth-round pick. And there's the Jets' third-round pick once again. Ardarius Stewart making a nice grab right there. And the Jets are moving the ball down the field, down to the 34-yard line. Going deep right here for Robbie Anderson. But the safety had his hands on that one. A good reaction. Bad decision by Josh McCown, but you got to go down the field every once in a while. At least try it. Bilal Powell running off the left guard. Not going to get very much room right there on second down. So that makes it third down now from the 33-yard line. McCown. And he is going to go over the middle to Ardarius Stewart. But he is speared just before he can pick up the first down, and so the Jets are going to be held to a field goal. 14-10 game now as Tyrod Taylor and the Bills offense will get the ball back, and that is going to be rookie tight end out of Louisville, Keith Tolbridge, on the catch right there. Went undrafted but had a very good combine, so the Bills were willing to take a flyer on him. And we'll see if he can carve out a role for himself at the highest level. LaShawn McCoy picked up about 5 right there on first down. So now 2nd down and 5 from the 44-yard line. Tyrod rolling left and just barely misses the receiver right there. That is his first incompletion on the afternoon. 3rd down and 5 now from the 44, and it looks like the Jets are going to hold right here. Buster Screen almost had his hands on that one. 2 straight incompletions by Tyrod Taylor, and the Jets will get the ball back. The first time they've been able to stop the Bills' offense this afternoon. Been very strong to start out this game. Bilal Powell running left gets about 4, but the Jets' run game just has not had it today so far. They've had a couple of big plays, but just haven't really been able to put it together consistently. And there's Robbie Anderson's first catch of the season. And Josh McCown having a pretty solid day himself, 8 of 11 so far. And trying to go for the screen, but has to go the other way. And that was just as bottled up. So that makes it 3rd down and 8 now from the 40-yard line. Split backfield, and they're both going to go out for pass patterns. And that one is out of bounds and probably wouldn't have gone very far if it was inbounds anyway. So that's going to make it 4th down, and the Jets will punt once again. After getting a touchback on the punt, the Bills are down to the 20-yard line. LaShawn McCoy just hasn't been able to get it going today. The Jets' D-line, a strength of their team. You have Sheldon Richardson, Leonard Williams, and Muhammad Wilkerson all over there, and you see right there the middle linebacker, Demario Davis, on the blitz is going to pick up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The former Jet linebacker was traded back to the Jets after spending 1 season with the Cleveland Browns as part of the Calvin Pryor trade this past offseason. Philly Brown making the catch right there, and that was a big one, taking the Bills down to the 44-yard line. Still not into Jet territory, but it did pick up a 1st down. Now, I formation in the backfield, and Tyrod Taylor is going to be taking this one on the play fake, going downfield once again, and there's the rookie Jamal Adams. He picks that one off right there, going right, and he didn't see the other defender. Fortunately enough, he is able to hold on to the ball, though, and so the Jets will take it at the 45 of their own side of the field. Big play out of Jamal Adams, and he has been having a pretty good day so far. A couple stops in the run game, an interception right there, playing generally good coverage, and it has been a good day for the Jets 2017 draft class. Bilal Powell going for 5 right there, as Matt Forte is going to be out for the rest of this game. He got injured at the end of the 1st quarter. And now going over the middle to our Darius Stewart, he's going to pick up about 6 yards, and he is having a big day so far. Big day for 2 rookies, one on both sides of the ball, and now Josh McCown. The pressure came, he tried to get rid of it, but just could not get rid of it in time. Fortunately enough, he did pop out, so it will not be a sack. 3rd down and 11, and now going to Marquez Wilson, the former Chicago Bear, who the Jets agreed to a 1-year deal with this past offseason. He's going to pick up a 1st down right there. Bilal Powell now running up the middle. Decent gain of about 6 or 7 yards. There is a flag on the play, however, and this is going to be brought back as it is on the Jets' offensive line, and they get James Carpenter on the hold right there. Usually a strong pass blocker, known for his pass blocking more than his run blocking, but just did not come through right there. And then a 2-yard loss on the run. So that is going to be 2nd down and 22 now for the Jets offense. And clearly a passing situation. Good blitz pickup by Bilal Powell. And going for a jump ball for Robbie Anderson. Josh McCown just could not get that one. They call it a 50-50 ball, but it's really more of a 80-20 ball in favor of the defensive back. Now trying to call a run, trying to get as many yards as they can forward. They're actually not going to gain any, but they're not going to lose any there. The Jets are going to go for the 57-yarder. And it is just off. Chandler Catanzaro, 97 kick power. They thought they could sneak one in there. It's not going to be returned very far, though, so it's just a wash at the end. They knew they weren't going to score a touchdown. They didn't want to give the Bills a chance to score. So they ran down the clock, and they're going to take a 14-10 deficit going into halftime and see where they can come out in the second half. Jets are going to get the ball first in the second half. And Josh McCown is going to drop back. He's going for the corner for Jordan Leggett, but he is not going to get that one. So that makes it 2nd down and 10 now from the 15-yard line. And going over the middle for Austin Seferian-Jenkins, there was no one near him right there. An injury timeout is going to be for the Bills once again. And now from the 32, Bilal Powell taking the hand off, and he is laid out right there, averaging 2 yards a carry, and it has started to rain in Buffalo now as it is coming down, and Bilal Powell takes that to his advantage as he picks up 12 right there. Rain might have played a factor in that, it might not have, but we will see how the Jets will fare on this drive now, dealing with these weather effects for the first time all year, as Austin Seferian-Jenkins is about really close to picking up a first down. They're going to call it a 3rd and inches. So we'll see what the Jets call is here on 3rd and inches. It is going to be past Josh McCown going left side, and it is picked off by Sharice Wright. Did not have the zip on it to go downfield to Robbie Anderson. Sharice Wright read it, and he jumped up for that one. And that is going to be Josh McCown's first turnover of the day, and I believe the first turnover of the day for either side, actually. Now Tyrod handing off to LaShawn McCoy, spins off one man, and one man misses after that. Mo Claiborne running down the field along with Marcus May, and Morris Claiborne is going to dive for him, and he gets him just at the 8-yard line, barely saving the touchdown. First down and goal now for the Bills, as they just really missed an opportunity right there. However, they are in prime position now. From the 8, they have 3 chances, but that one's going to go out of bounds as Tyrod throws that one away right there. Trying to get to the tight end, but he was out of bounds anyway, so it wouldn't have even mattered. Second down and goal now, motioning the running back out to the slot. Jordan Matthews over the middle, as the Jets have been a decent job of bottling up ever since his 4 catches to start out the day. Now LaShawn McCoy going to the outside, but Jamal Adams and Demario Davis keep him out of the end zone. So a great possession by the Jets. After giving up a huge run, they are able to stop the touchdown from scoring, and so they hold the Jets to a field goal. And now Bilal Powell getting a 14-yard run right there. As you can see, it's really make or miss for this Jets run game, with their offensive line being as poor as it is. They cannot consistently create room, and there, speaking of room, is Jordan Leggett open down the middle of the field, and we are going to get a replay on this one, as it was just a dime by Josh McCown, but a perfect play call right there. As you saw, the safety had to come over, couldn't make the play in time, and the linebacker didn't make his deep drop correctly, and so Jordan Leggett was wide open down the middle of the seam. There's Robbie Anderson making a tough catch right there. Let me know if it is Leggett or Leggett. I will probably look it up at some point, but I am not 100% certain as of this time. And now a jump ball thrown for our Darius Store. It was meant to be a comeback, and the rain has let up here in Buffalo now. And Josh McCown rolling to the right, and they are going to ding him on this one, as it was just a waste. Probably should have been thrown away or just taken for the little bit of gain. It's going to be called an illegal forward pass and makes it 3rd down and 15. Now going left side to Robbie Anderson, and he cannot hold on to that. It was broken up by the defensive back right there. So that makes it a 17-13 game. The Bills are going to get this one back. Tyrod now dropping back, rolling a little bit to the right, and he did not see Sheldon Richardson right there. He is going to take him down. It's called a half sack. They gave Lorenzo Malden the other half. Not a call I agree with, but Jets will take it nonetheless. Now LaShawn McCoy running right side. Nice spin, but he cannot get away from Leonard Williams, looking for a big year. He predicted a sack a game for himself. He is not doing so great on that goal so far, as he doesn't even have one in this game. But we'll see if he can accomplish that this season, or just have a great season in general. He's one of the young building blocks for this Jets team. 3rd and 16, the Jets give up a first down right there to Philly Brown, just barely across the line, but not good defense right there. Now LaShawn McCoy on 2nd down and 8 is going to take that one up the middle. Makes it 3rd down and 4 now from the 37-yard line. 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Tyrod going over the middle to Anquan Bolden, but he cannot turn the corner right there, and he is taken down by the linebacker. And now Elijah McGuire on the kick return, and he spins off one. Another misses. He's going to the outside, and a guy missed his block over there. A spin gets him out of it, but he fumbles it, and it is picked up by Antrell Roll. Excuse me, that's not Antrell Roll. That's a different Roll, but he is going to pick it up. So let's see right here if we can see what exactly happened, as he spins out the one, but just cannot get it. It would have been returned to the house if the man had not missed his block. We'll go back and see it if you did miss it, because it is definitely there. But that gives the Bills the ball back, and that is a nice throw to Jordan Matthews. Can't quite turn the corner and stay in bounds, but he does pick up the 21 yards right there. So all the way down to the 35 now for Buffalo. And now a handoff to LaShawn McCoy, and he is absolutely shelled by Muhammad Wilkerson. Looking to have a bounce-back season after everybody unanimously agreed that his 2016 was horrendous following a huge contract extension. A big stuff right there by Morris Claiborne against the run. Surprising to see that. We'll see what kind of year he has after finally showing signs of life as a cornerback last year in Dallas. And 3rd down and 13. Sheldon Richardson is going to get his 2nd sack of the afternoon, as Tyrod really just took too long right there. And the Bills will not be able to capitalize on the turnover. Bilal Powell now going left side, and he's going to pick up about 4. That ends the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the 4th quarter brings in this game. Josh McCown going to the left. Marquez Wilson out of the slot. The corner just ran away from him. And Josh McCown was able to capitalize on that one. Now 2nd down and 10 going to the left. A throw under pressure, but Robbie Anderson is going to catch that one. This was a nice grab by Robbie Anderson. Very smooth. And we'll see what kind of year he's in for. A speed threat, but with quarterbacks who really can't throw the ball down the field. It'll be interesting to see how he's utilized. Marquez Wilson, another receiver who will be interesting to see how he's utilized. Has decent size, but I think he's fit more for the slot. He picks up his 3rd catch right there, however, though, and now he's 38 yards on the day. Now, I was trying to set up the screen and did not work, so Josh McCown pretty much just throws it away. He's actually trying to go for Austin Seferian-Jenkins. However, he's going to pick up the 1st down with his feet right there, the QB sneak on 3rd down and inches. Jets keeping it up-tempo. They have been for this half after being a little slow to score in the 1st half. Nice grab by Ardarius Store right there. Perfect pass for Josh McCown, putting it right where his receiver could get it. And Ardarius Store, even if he didn't do anything else for the rest of the day, 6 for 76 in your very first NFL game. A very successful day. Now, trying to go back to Ardarius Store. This one is picked off by Jordan Poyer. Josh McCown throwing under pressure, couldn't get the throw over the top of him to Stewart. Stewart also didn't come back on the comeback. It was a comeback route, but it did not work out the way that the Jets had envisioned. Now LaShawn McCoy shaking off one tackle, shaking off another, and he cannot shake off those two, though. He picks up 4 yards, but really should have been stuffed for a loss. Very impressive run right there. 2nd down and 6 now. Taylor dropping back, and this one's picked off by Darren Lee, threw right at him. The receiver went for the diving grab, but Darren Lee just jumped in front of that one. And he's another one to watch right here, as he is in his 2nd year, as he had a very disappointing rookie year. However, rookie defenders tend to have very disappointing rookie years, so we'll see what he can do this season. He already won a starting job, so we'll see what happens. And right there, Austin Seferian-Jenkins making a nice grab, 13 yards, and wide open is Ardarius Store. Make it 7 for 79 and a touchdown in his very first NFL game. And this one is now led by the New York Jets, as they will be up 20-7, a field goal game now. And Buffalo starting to feel the pressure. They've only scored 3 points since the 2nd quarter. Now, Tyrod dropping back, going to the left to Philly Brown. Cannot quite pick up the 1st down right there. So the Bills offense will have to face a 2nd down and 2 now from the 31-yard line. And this one is going to be a run up the gut to LaShawn McCoy. He had a hole right there, and he jukes out. Jamal Adams making his first really bad play of the day so far. 24-yard pickup right there. And now Buffalo moving the ball down the field. Now in Jet territory at the 46. Play fake. Tyrod. Not much pass rush right there. Finding the open man, Philly Brown. He has to dive for it, but it was in a good spot still. And now the Bills are in the red zone. Not somewhere they've had a lot of success so far today, as they have really had to settle for a field goal the last time they were there and haven't seen a lot of trips other than that. Now Tyrod, all day to pass, rolls to the right, cannot find an open man. His coverage is very good. He's going to be forced out. Picks up about 1 yard, and not seeing a lot of him using his feet today. He's ran backwards and ran forwards, both for 2 yards. LaShawn McCoy now trying to spin out right there, but Darren Lee is going to come over and make the stop. Excuse me, that was actually Demario Davis, will make a correction on that. 3rd down and 11 from the 20-yard line. 4 minutes left in the game, and this is going to be a handoff to the backup running back, and he is actually going to get hurt on this play. We'll see who that is in just a moment and update you on that. And now the Jets are going to have the ball back as Bilal Powell runs it up the middle, can only pick up a couple yards. And that was actually not the rookie. It was not a rookie at all. It was actually Tywan Jones, a name we've not probably heard in quite a while. Speedy back slash wide receiver slash corner out of Eastern Washington. Look at this play, though. We're going to watch a replay of this one. Just one, it was a terrible pass. Not a good decision to go to Robbie Stewart on that play. Excuse me, Robbie Anderson. Goes off the hands of Ardarius Stewart after popping up in the middle of the field, and just an all-around insane play right there. 3rd down and 7 now, though, after an incompletion right there. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins is wide open. He had a step on everybody over there. I don't know how that happened, but we are going to definitely take advantage now. Getting almost to midfield. Powell is going to get to midfield on the 3-yard pickup. Is not having the greatest day, but he does do something right there. Now a drop back for Josh McCown on 2nd down and 7, going down the field, and that one is going to be caught by Robbie Anderson. The safety stopped looking at this one, and we're going to get another replay right here. Going on the corner route, kind of threw it a little bit late, but the safety does not make a correct play on it. He stays on the ground, doesn't jump for it. Now from the 18-yard line, the Jets are going to line up once again, and here is Austin Seferian-Jenkins. and he had one step on the corner, and it was all he needed. When you match up a corner against Ardarius Stewart, you know that it is not a good sign. And there it is going to be Jordan Poyer, and he could not quite keep up with him. Probably not the kind of person you would want to have keeping up with Austin Seferian-Jenkins in coverage. This is going to be a missed kick by Chandler Catanzaro. So, with that, a completed touchdown and extra point drive by the Bills would win them the game right here. Charles Clay goes off his hands. He does kind of backpedal and picks up 2 yards out of it, though. 2nd down and 8 now for the Bills offense, as they need to score right here, coming close to the 2-minute warning, and LaShawn McCoy is going to get bottled up once again. That one is Leonard Williams on the play right there. 3rd down and 9. Tyrod dropping back, has all day to throw, and he goes down the middle to Charles Clay. It is broken up, but don't think that's the end of the drive. The Bills are going to go for it on 4th down, with 1:53 left to play. Tyrod has all day once again, going down the field, and it's just a little too deep. It's tipped and picked off by Jamal Adams for interception number 2 on the afternoon. Though this was really just a moment of good opportunity. It was actually broken up by Marcus May, the other safety. So you could have both rookie safeties have interceptions in this game, but instead is going to go to Jamal Adams off the tip. And now Bilal Powell trying to run this one out, trying to get the Bills to burn their timeout. 2nd down and 3, and this is not a good sign. Every block was just shed on that play. 3rd down and 3 now, and the Jets are going to go pass right here. But you're not going to be able to throw it away, so you got to do something. And Josh McCown steps up, but he gets tripped up and ends up falling down. So it's 4th down and 5, and the Jets are going to bring out Lachlan Edwards to punt this one, as it is now or nothing for the New York defense and the Buffalo offense. So we'll see who wins out on this battle, and LaShawn McCoy is going to get the first play. Not sure what you're doing right there with no timeouts and very limited time. But they're going to hurry back to the line and run another play right here. 2nd down and 7, and the Jets defense was not correctly aligned. However, Philly Brown is only going to get 6 yards on that one. And Buffalo hurrying back to the line, and it looks like this one is going to be another play, as it's an empty set call for Tyrod, and he goes to Jordan Matthews, but you can't score doing things like this. You're only picking up 4 yards at a time right here, and this is going to be a spike for the Buffalo offense, it looks like, as they are pretty much at 40 seconds, and they only moved about 12 yards. Eric Wood would be injured on the play as well, so that would be a timeout nonetheless. Tyrod Taylor dropping back again, has all day. The pressure finally gets to him, and he is going to throw on the run, gets it to Philly Brown, and he is tackled out of bounds by Marcus Williams, unfortunately. But with 35 seconds left now on the clock, they are moving the ball a little bit down there to midfield and going right side to Bolden, but that one was seen perfectly by the corner, and that was, I believe, Buster Screen on that play. Now Tyrod dropping back once again, 2nd down and 5, and he goes to LaShawn McCoy over the middle, but there's only 22 seconds left. So they really need to get a chunk play right here, try to get out of bounds or something. It is going to be a spike, so they're actually going to waste even more time. 6 seconds come off the clock with that spike. 14 seconds now, 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line, and the Bills call a run play. McCoy doing all he can, but what kind of play calling was that? That might have ended the game right there, as we'll see if the Bills can line up in time, and they are not going to be able to. Philly Brown could not get set, and Sean McDermott loses his first game as a coach. What kind of play calling was that? That was a definite tank job right there, and I cannot believe what I just saw. The last play of the game, and you are going to go to the run. That is crazy. The Buffalo Bills are going to drop their first game, and the Jets, who everyone thought was tanking, are going to start out at 1-0 on the season. But at the same time, it was a poorly played game on both sides, and I wouldn't say this was any sort of good game or anything like that. The Jets with a big 4th quarter, but otherwise kind of played mediocre. Josh McCown was not very good in this game. He threw 2 interceptions. Despite the decent passing totals and a few good passes here and there, I would not say this is a great offensive game by any stretch. Defensively, the Jets did a pretty good job stopping the run, but had a couple of big plays that they ended up giving up, which could have potentially cost them. They ended up winning the game anyway, but not the kind of things you want to see out of a defense, so you could definitely tighten up there. And I thought that the corners played not very good. The 3 interceptions came mostly as a result of safety and linebacker play. Pass rush, I would like to see improve a little bit, but I just don't know if we have good enough pass rushers to really accomplish that with. So anyway, let's give out game balls. We're going to give out 1 on offense and 1 on defense, and I will try to do this every episode if I can remember. But for this episode, I'm going to give out the offensive game ball to Ardarius Stewart, great rookie debut, 7 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown. And on the defensive side of things, there were a couple of decent candidates, but it's hard to really argue with anybody other than Jamal Adams. 8 tackles, 2 picks, great play against the run, great play against the pass, only really got shelled once on that run where he got completely annihilated. And I would say that overall, this was a great day for the Jets rookies. Jordan Leggett had a couple of big plays. Ardarius Stewart led the team in receiving this afternoon, I believe. Marcus May had a couple of big plays, including setting up Jamal Adams' second interception. So I would say it was a very, very productive day for the Jets 2017 draft class, and that's what you want to see going forward as a rebuilding team. Big contributions from young guys, seeing if they can continue to grow. And so with that being said, the Jets come out victorious, and this episode of the Jets franchise in Madden 17 is over. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned. Next episode, we're heading to Oakland to take on the Raiders. See you there.